Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, all fellow humans. Today we are exploring the meaning of Al-Wakeel, that ultimate and faithful trustee. He completes the work left to him without leaving anything done. People think that they are able to do, but he is the one who does everything, and he has no need for anyone to do things for him. He can replace everything in the universe, but nothing can replace him, nor can stand on its own without being dependent upon him. Neither his messengers nor his prophets are his trustees. He only manifests his messages and his trusteeship through them. They are his servants. He is the Lord and the owner of all. He does best everything that is left to him. Yet he is under no obligation. None can influence his will. No power can force him to do a thing. He does for you what is good for you and that which pleases him. Who is the one whom you may trust to do for you better than you can do for yourself? The trustee has to know better. He has to be more powerful. He has to be trustworthy. Someone who entrusts his affairs to another has to be sure of all that. He also has to have confidence in the compassion, love, and loyalty of the trustee towards him. Who among men is such a lawyer to represent you and work for you? What payment are you prepared to give for the services of such a trustee? No human being is such a trustee. When people do things for each other, it is only a business transaction. They give and they take. Allah, the all-knowing, the all-powerful, the most compassionate, is the only one for his servants to trust. In all we pretend to do in our business, for the main of seek some benefit, we plan, we calculate, we take precautions, we consult with accountants, doctors, lawyers, yet daily all sorts of unforeseen hindrances, oppositions, and problems appear. The true servant does all this the best he can, not only for himself, but for others. Then he leaves the outcome for Allah in his bounty to assign. He prays to Al-Wakeel, whose hand controls his life to do that which is good for him, as he himself admits that he does not know. This is the meaning of tawakkul, trust in Allah. Whoever has this absolute trust in the ultimate and the faithful trustee, Al-Wakeel, owns a greater treasure than the greatest treasures of this world, because even in the total loss of his efforts, he does not fall into despair. He is at peace. If that peace is non-existent, no worldly benefit, no material treasure can bring the happiness. The difficulties that prevent or destroy this peace of mind or excessive ambition, miserliness, competitiveness, fear, and imagination, no amount of money, no amount of security is going to relieve the constricted hearts of those afflicted by these sicknesses and ailments. Tawakkul, or the trust in Allah, does not mean ignoring the causes of things that happen. To sit and not to care about the causes and their effects is laziness. Trust in Allah is an obligation in Islam, and laziness is a sin. Allah has revealed to His servants the causes and the solutions of the things that will happen in fact. He has made the realization of these causes and solutions a condition for the happening of those things. For a thing to be created, for a need to be satisfied, a reason, a cause has to appear. This is Allah's law and order called hikmat. To ignore what is available to one is purposefully to throw oneself into the jaws of the dragon of ignorance, sickness, and poverty, which is unlawful and sinful according to Islam. Our beloved Master, the Messenger of Allah, says, "Tie your camel, then entrust it to the hands of Allah." Thus, well aware of the causes of effect, one should strive for what one wishes, knowing that all one's effort is but an active prayer, a wish for Allah's help. Indeed, these active prayers of our efforts become a proof of our trust in Allah for the outcome and nothing more. The Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you really trusted Allah, He would feed you in the way He feeds His birds. Those who act thus do not count on their efforts, but count on Allah's, the beneficent, who says, "Ask and I will give." So who is Abdul Wakeel, my dear? Abdul Wakeel is the servant who has such total faith in Allah that he becomes the recipient of the attribute of Al-Wakeel. He evolves from a state in which he sees Allah's hand in the causes and reasons of things to a state in which all causes and reasons disappear. He gives his life fully into the hand of the ultimate trustee, what a status, and in turn becomes His trusted servant. Allah's trusteeship is thereby manifested in him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enlightens our heart and mind and bless us with complete trust in Him, and may we be able to put all our efforts and then leave the results in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.